Welcome back to Skigill, the roguelike that is coming out in just a few days on October 31st, but we have one more character we can try out here in the demo, which is this warrior kind of guy. So I went ahead, I did our skill tree here, as you can see, kind of going down towards the bottom, and I unlocked a few extra abilities and stuff that is for this guy. So that's what we're going to do with the day. Yesterday we tried out the little assassin rogue type character, and the day before that we did the first character, which is like the mage. So if you want to check any of that out, you can go ahead and check out the past videos that we had on this character, or on those characters. But today, we're trying out this guy, who's kind of like a warrior, but also has like Popeye vibes going on, like I said yesterday. So that's kind of how I see him. He's just like a little Popeye dude. I did unlock some abilities for him, obviously, because I said I was going with the skill tree there. So I got like these like rockets and what looked like an axe, like a throwing axe. I think the music changed for this character. It feels like this is like a much more cartoony, this guy. I mean, I really like the design of this game. I really like just the entire playstyle of it too, of course, because it's super unique, running around and fighting on the same tree that you're using to, get the loot. Well, there's like a green piece of XP there. I wonder what that was about. So obviously I want more like range if I can get it. I think this was one of the things I leveled up or unlocked. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like a boulder. And I feel like, oh yeah, you can't go wrong with just a boulder. I kind of want to get some like AoE more range if I can go in. I feel like that would be pretty sick, because I don't want to have to aim the fist the whole time if I can help it. So if I can more so have like a nice huge boulder, maybe with like some good attack speed or something going on, I feel like that'd be pretty sick. And march towards this other chest here. I was kind of wondering when I was watching back, I was like, do you think those bandages, are they like heal over time, or are they some like a life steal? Because I found it kind of weird that they don't have necessarily like a life steal, right? I want to get this ability here, I think, too. It'd be nice. But before we do that, or I guess, well, these are like skills, I feel like, and then the other bunch are like abilities. So this axe I definitely just unlocked. I feel like I was going to get that. Oh, whoa. Oh, does that like move around me, depending on how I move? That's so interesting. There's like green XP or something that I'm picking up here. I'm trying to see if like I can like run in circles, and it goes kind of crazy with it. I think, yeah, that is the case. It kind of like swings around me. Very interesting. Well, anything to kind of make us some area is very nice. And this looks like maybe it goes into attack speed or something. Oops, that was very stupid of me. Focus up. I feel like I have no, I think it's like some magnet upgrades, like get farther reach on this XP. And this guy's bigger too, so that's probably another reason why you'd want like some defense pickups and whatnot. But we need to figure out which way we want to go to get like the next chest, which I feel like right here is probably the easiest way to get the next chest. And then I don't know what these little arrows do. Usually this is like a icon you see for like rerolls in the game, but I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have rerolls as far as I know. So that should be something we have to really worry about. Okay, the axe kind of dragging behind us is pretty sick, I'll be completely honest. Feels like it's doing a lot of damage and tearing up everything that's walking behind us, and you can kind of like swing it in front of you too. So this we already have. We can get more damage on it, though. These are the things I wanted to get, these rockets. So like that looked like some nice range, and maybe does some good AoE too. Kind of like Holmes, it looks like, but it's just like flying away. It's just like Sherlock Holmesing away from us, which is not particularly amazing. What is that thing? That looks nice. It goes in like a spike ball or something. Okay, we'll try to build off that way. I just recorded a video for a game called Identifile, which you should definitely go check out. It will be yesterday's update, or upload, if you didn't see that one. Make sure you're subscribing, by the way, because I'm trying to do these variety content every single day. So if you're interested in this, always checking out new games, new roguelikes, most likely is what I'm doing for the most part coming out, then you should be subscribed to the channel, so I think you'd enjoy it. But I checked out this one called Identifile, and it was just so unique in its style, where you're playing and you're on a desktop, right? And so you are the mouse, and every like character, quote unquote, are just different mice, or like different cursors, I should say, because you're just controlling it 100% with your mouse. And it was just so unique. It had a fun like style to it in terms of its like humor too. Just really enjoyable. The sound design was great, little music, everything was going on. You never know if games actually make their own music nowadays, because it's a tough thing to do. I mean, I like the music going on right now. It's very funky and silly, but it'd be expensive to like have an entire composer or whatever. So a lot of times they have this like royalty free kind of use it however you want tracks, which is completely fine. Understandable, right? Another chest here I would really like to get. I feel like I kind of want more range or something. Maybe just more attack speed, or I'm not quite sure. But I feel like building down here, maybe even leveling up our boulder some more, Could be kind of sick. I think these blue things right here might be attack speeds. Maybe get some of that going. But it was a very fun game, so I definitely recommend you go check that out because it is also coming out next month. I think it was like on the 24th to full release, and it was just so cool. And I tried to record this game called Heart Dungeon that I saw, and it was like, you should definitely be using a controller, and I was like, big homie, I don't have a controller, but also, trust me, I'll be fine on keyboard and mouse. Did get hit there on port. Ooh, look at that. It's like a little pool it's leaving behind. That's nice. I think it is like throwing them. That's nice. I need that. So, I was just going to play it with keyboard and mouse, and it was working for a second, but then it kind of stopped. So I was like, okay, goodbye. Got out of there, and I was like, screw it. People are liking the Skigill videos. They've done the best out of anything I've uploaded so far, so let's go ahead and just do the last character on here, before the game goes full release too, because I just think it's so well made and such a fun time that if I can cover as much as possible before it goes full release and give it whatever coverage I can, I like the idea of that, because I very much so think that it deserves it. It's a very, very, very fun game. Quite unique, nice art style, sound design, effects, everything. Very much so like it. The only thing that I would ever complain about is like the effects could be a little much sometimes, and I've kind of looked for like ways to like turn them down. But besides that, it's kind of funny how like this game, its whole thing is like there's no text, right? 100% get that, like it. More axe, like a karate chop, more fist. I feel like I'm kind of just trying to get a bunch of abilities right now. So like maybe I get another karate chop. Oh yeah, look, that's like more of a AoE kind of targeted thing where I don't have to just look towards an enemy, so I like that a lot. That's the kind of stuff I need. This game feels like a kind of fill the screen game. Maybe I fill up or level up that karate chop could be kind of sick. The clover might be like crit chance or something, I don't know. I'm gonna maybe march this way towards this other chest to get all this like attack speed and whatnot while we're on the way. Again, what I think is attack speed, because again, there is no text in this game, which isn't a terrible thing. But that's, I guess, what I was getting at, where it's like, it's funny, even in these settings menus, there's no text. Like, you press escape, and it's just, it all shows you what this all is. Like, you get it, but simultaneously, it's funny not to have just, like, music volume. Or, like, here's your graphics, how good are they? It's a very weird thing not to have something, like, that simple. But, again, it's not like the end of the world. It's not like they have to put that kind of stuff in. Have to have text. Like, no, 100% they can get away with not having any text. Like, it's not something that has to be in. It's just something that I think is quite funny, that since it's part of their style, branching it into something like that is just a funny way to go. This green, as far as I know, might also be kind of an attack speed one. I kind of think this, the red scope is probably crit, but what do I know? But I'm pretty sure this is just like range damage, is kind of what I was calling it with the green, where it goes more on those like ranger type abilities. I have so many skills in this game. A boomerang, more axe, which this is one we should probably... Let me get this, because this looks more ranged. But then, after this, I feel like we should start actually leveling up some of our abilities we already have. So, I feel like now's the point where we can start going for the abilities we have and leveling them up, getting their damage up and stuff. The karate chop, I think, is one that looks pretty sick. Looks like it's doing pretty good area and good damage. I want to get its damage up. Maybe the rockets a little more. The boulders seem good. Even those little pools of acid we're kind of leaving behind seem pretty darn good. So that would be something I want to get. And we'll go towards the chest. Why not? Might be another good ability around here somewhere. Oh, there's an ability right here. Maybe I should try to grab that. Plus more movement speed down here as we go towards it is always a good thing. I know there's a bunch of XP above us, but like we have to get up to it. I feel like in this game, something I've learned is you're going to have to do very wide circles. In some games, Bullet, have any games like this, you can do very close circles and kind of loop the guys around themselves, and that works fine. In this game, I feel like you do more wide circles because you don't just like get a full XP bar and then level up. You have to find these chests and get to them and then stand on them for a second if you want to get that next like ability. So you need to really do the wide circles so you can get all the way around them, pick up all the XP, and get them off of the node you want to get to long enough so that you can actually stand on it. Okay, that stupid freaking lizard ran in at Mach speed, and I was like, I think he'll die before he gets to me. That's what I mean. It's like sometimes they don't. So that's why you kind of do the wide circles if you can. Try to get to this stuff. So let's like get up here and actually stick this thing for a second. Okay, I think we're full abilities anyways. Now's where I really want to try to figure out what I want to head towards here. The axe is doing well. I don't know how well the throwing axe is doing, but I'm trying to see where it is. Oh, there they are. Okay, they're kind of doing like a nice pattern to our side, it looks like. Okay, I need to look at my screen. Is there like any bandages anywhere? There's a bandage node there. I do want it. I'm gonna look for more bandage nodes, I think. Maybe like some more defensive nodes too. Would be something I wouldn't hate to see, or even just more movement speed here. But I feel like back where we came from is more like, yeah, here we got like physical power and stuff. Maybe I could edge down here, and I mean, hey, we've all done a little edging in our time. And get all this movement speed, and then get more after that too. Be pretty sick. I don't want that movement speed. I want to head down if I can. So I want to get tankier and see if I can heal, because I keep getting hit here like a dum-dum. Not acting like it's crazy when it's my fault, but chest, like rerolled or something? I don't know what that is exactly. Wouldn't mind more of this damage. I mean, it's serving us fine for right now. Okay. Y'all, get off me. Go away. Get off me. Shoo. And also stop it. And honestly, hitting me is a hate crime. I'll let you think about that one. Why? Because you're doing it out of hate, is all I can assume. Because otherwise, why would you be hitting me? Think about that. Think about that, lore masters of Skigill. Why else would they be hitting me? What did I do to them? Yeah, that's right. If your answer was nothing, you just kind of walked in here, and they started attacking you. Yeah, exactly. All right? And this is why I bring a fresh perspective to the Skigill battlefield that people just don't often think about, and it's refreshing, I think. I think people are saying this. I've heard people are saying this. I do like the rocket. I like the boulder a lot. I like this guy, too. These fields are really nice. Maybe, yeah, we do the boulder. Maybe we do the boulder. I feel like it's going kind of crazy. Oh, did I have a reroll there because of that ability? Is that what that was? I don't know. I think that might have been the case. I'm trying to get this one right here, because look at this. It's because it's like 5 hearts or something. Don't want to get hit, but I want to get all this XP. So we can walk up here. Nope. Okay, of course. Get off of me. I don't like how big this character is. That's like something I'm really not enjoying with him right now. Hitbox, too big, too fat. And you're probably supposed to play it more so where you have more defense and everything, but I'm not him. I guess also my battle progression isn't like insane. Like, it's fine, but it's nothing crazy right now. I'm mostly going for nodes that aren't necessarily like gonna be the craziest things, but I want them to... I want this attack speed, which I think is attack speed, but I don't actually know. I'm trying to just use them to get to abilities. I'm just trying to get to a new ability now. So when we get into these runs here, I can just buy a bunch of abilities and like show them off to you. And obviously I just want to get them too, because I'm not doing runs. I haven't done runs in between these videos, especially when I try new characters for you guys. I want to just try them and see the new abilities and everything all together with you guys all at once. So it's like, why would I want to spoil that for myself? I don't think so. Some people do that. Some creators do that kind of stuff where they're like, I'm going to try it first, and then once I make the video on it, I can actually talk about it with more insight. Completely understand that, but I don't know. I kind of like to rip it raw. We all know it feels better raw. And I do not mean the Egyptian god of the sun. Although I definitely could. I definitely could. I feel like whatever we bought there was pretty helpful. I feel like I'd like to heal. I was still looking for more like bandages. Look at this down here. Stars going to something. It could be nice. I was heading up there for a second, but maybe we just head this way. Okay, that was some nice dodging, I feel like. I say as I didn't stand still, and I was like, oh wait, am I gonna get hit? Nope. Oop, oop. Yeah, there, I was gonna get hit, no matter what. Okay, we'll just try to get up. There's so much XP. We can get back here. I don't have like any magnet upgrades, but I'm just trying to get around. Oh, wait, look at this. Sword times 2? Could that go kind of crazy? I feel like yes. Don't sue me if I'm wrong. You couldn't anyways. I've got a good lawyer. Alright. It's me. And I failed the bar every time. Except for the last time. And so they had to give me the lawyer diploma. What do you call that? It's like a certificate? What is it? No one ever asked this question, do they? The lawyers get like a diploma? What do you get when you pass the bar? Is it a lawyer certificate? That seems kind of like... I don't know if that sounds cheap. to call it like a certificate of lawyering. Yeah, no, they should definitely work on that name, which they might not even use for all I know. Well, I can't get to that node down there, so maybe I just go this way and get this first, and then we'll loop back around, perhaps? Yep. Let me in there, Chief. Hopefully that helps. That was 2 different, like, big nodes, so I'm hoping that it was what we need. And then an actual upgrade here for our abilities, or our skills that we do have. Sounds nice, too. I feel like these are doing well for me. I don't know if I'm right about that. I still want, like, more Band-Aid nodes if I can find them. But I feel like I'm kind of committing to this, like, attack speed, which I think is attack speed again. I do not know. But I feel like we just got that ability that, like, times 2'd our sword nodes. So plopping a bunch into the sword nodes feels like a good choice. I'm not quite sure. We can run up here. I mean, there's more defense here, too, so I would like to get that. But we can go down there and grab that. Okay, let's go back here, then, and keep getting these swords, perhaps, and just hoping that can kind of carry us a bit as we go crazy with it. I don't know if, like, area expands on these abilities, too, is the other thing that I wonder. Like, are they getting bigger? Because, again, it's hard to really check while you're playing in this game how your abilities are changing. Like, you know, I've talked about several times Soul Stone Survivors, which I love. Great. Bullet Heaven. But something in that one is, like, you can look around while you're playing it and see what's changing. And I really like that. You can tell what's changing with your abilities, how much bigger they're getting. And I even have the effects turned way down in that game, but I can still tell. Plus, I've played enough of it that obviously I just kind of know. But in this game, it's kind of hard for me because you really have to be... Oh, I don't even know I was doing that well. Okay. Frick yeah. At least one dub for this video. You really have to be, like, paying attention to your dodging this one, or you get swarmed and you can die really easy. Look at this little path. I love this little ending where it just shows you all the paths you took. And we did a few little big circles there, huh? Got some cool stuff. I feel like this was a good pickup. I don't know. I was kind of trying to walk this way, see if I get, like, that chest or something. But that was pretty darn good. We can go and do our skill tree here, and then we'll do one more run with this guy. It's funny how it puts you back on the wizard, even though you don't have this character selected. Like, put me back to a little sailor boy there. There's a dice up there. I'm like, that sounds kind of cool. Get more raw damage here. I'm looking for what abilities we could hit, though, if we, like, walk towards them. There's that thing. Do I want to unlock that? I still haven't seen it. Maybe. And we'll just get some more base strength anyways, which I feel like is good for us. I was trying to get that little eye Agamotto looking thing in the other run we did the other day with the rogue guy. But, okay, that's all we have able to afford right now. Fine with us. We'll go ahead and hop in and do one more. I couldn't find it. I could be doing harder difficulties too. Like, there's a bunch of them. But I'm kind of just sticking to the regular one for right now. I feel like if we play the game on full release, I would look more towards that. Let's go up this time. Let's go up and go towards this Band-Aid patch. Man, I feel like we started the game with so much XP sometimes. Other times, just not. I wish I could shoot this on the diagonal. Would be kind of sick with it, but that's fine. I don't need to be a diagonal gamer because truly shooting sideways is completely fine for me. I'm just the kind of guy that's built like that. Okay, I think the axes did quite well for us. A bow sounds kind of sick. Let's get a little bow. Why not? And I want to get some of these bandages, and we'll grab this while we're here, and then we'll try to go back up towards the bandage line and try to find some more of the fist upgrade, which I'm calling like physical damage upgrade. I like these little green XPs that are dropping, because I wonder too if like characters have maybe unique abilities, but that's something like, again, I wouldn't really know, because if they do, we can't read about them. Because some of them have little things under them when you're like selecting them, little symbols, and it's like, what does that mean, though? I mean, they all have the same, like, looking XP. It's this little dollar sign, even now they're kind of green, which is even sicker because, as we all know, money's green. Even if you live in a different country. I know Canadians, you gotta get a little blue and, like, red money. Knock it off. Yeah, who do you think you are, first of all? You know, living in Canada? Okay, kind of an pal. I'm just kidding. I love Canada. Pretty cool place. But I feel like you could just have green money. I feel like we should really universalize that. Just everyone has green money, because you think about it. I feel like it's really become in culture, since American culture is so huge, that people think of money association with green, right? Maybe I'm just making that up, but I feel like it's true, because all like the music and literature and TV, just all this media that's associated us with like green, you know, you got your racks, you got your money. That's what it is. You got your Benjamin. That's your $100, baby. And I feel like we should just really put that through. New UN mandate, all money must be green. I don't know. I mean, people out here colorblind, blue-green colorblind, getting real angry in the comment section, but you know I'm right. And they can complain about it all day long because I can see all the colors. I'm like, with those little shrimp, it's like mantis shrimp or something, they can see like so many different colors. Literally like that, if it was a guy, it would be me. Not because I look like a shrimp, obviously I'm a pufferfish, you know that, but I can see all those colors. Like, let's be honest here. You know those videos of those guys that like are colorblind and they put on the glasses for the first time and they like start crying? And apparently like all those are fake for the most part. I think I learned at some point they're like kind of like paid off by the company and stuff, and a lot of them are just kind of like fake Facebook mom propaganda where they're like, this man cried when he saw all the colors he was missing for the first time. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like not all of those could have been fake, right? Like somebody genuinely probably did cry if they had a really bad color blind, whatever you would call it after that, I don't know. Yes, I want you, freaky little helicopter man. Well, what are you? Are you in orbital? Do you just kind of orbit? Okay. Yeah, oh, I think you are. He kind of like stuck on that guy. I don't know. I don't know what this little reroll does here. But what we're gonna do is go up, I suppose. I feel like this run is not very strong yet, and I don't know. Oh, oh my god, look how many freaking goo guys I have around me. Look at them go. Is that because I picked up a bunch of the little reroll looking things? I don't know. I feel like they just kind of started summoning. That's awesome though. Maybe that's like, oh, maybe the circling the little arrows there is for orbital type stuff? Oh, maybe, because I mean they are orbiting. That's what like the arrows are, you know, insinuating there, I feel like. So maybe that's the case. Maybe they just spawn over time. I have no clue. I don't know what that does, by the way. Arrow, or like death goes to money. Maybe we get more XP from getting kills. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna try to build up towards these, this here. Or maybe I'll go, let's get this chest first, because it's right here, so this should be our priority, I think. There was a green money sign there, but we'll be fine. But I mean, I can see all the colors. And I can hear well. Because you know why? I didn't always blast my music at 1,000 decibels. Like, when I was in high school, all my friends would constantly have their earbuds up. We get in the car, they have jamming music. And, I mean, obviously I was the favorite friend of many, so I'd sit in the front a lot of the time anyways. But if I sat in the back, I was like covering my ears a lot of the time. It was just so gosh dang loud. I don't know if we need a flail. This looks like, maybe this has lifesteal on it. Where are these little bites coming from? Oh my god, look at that. Look, I summoned like a, you see that? Look at this. It's like a big chomper. Big old chompers. I'm not talking about the guy from One Piece. Real ones, no. Huh. That's Chopper, by the way. You wouldn't get it. There's another chest over here. Oh, well, I was going to say maybe I don't want that. Oh, there is Band-Aid there, though. I kind of do want Band-Aid. And I can turn every 1 out of 10, I don't know, gets killed. I don't know what that is. It seems kind of good, though. I can walk into hordes much more effectively, though. I'm just waiting for it to spawn, and then I can, like, walk forward and just chomp. That seems pretty sick. I like that. Let's see if I can make it better, but let's get towards this chest if we can. There's a chest right here, too. I should probably get this one first because it's closer, even though I want the ability there. But I feel like I need another, like, skill, item, whatever you want to call it, that actually can shoot, and especially shoot in different directions, because I feel kind of locked to, like, oop, okay, thanks, hitting the front of me right now, and I need to be able to be, like, hitting behind me, too. So that's something I'd like to work on. But walking through these hordes seems like a pretty good run for that, because I have the fist going, I have the big chompers going, and I have my orbital guys, which kind of die and then respawn. Don't touch me, thank you. Should have enough to get both of these here, right? Yes, sirree. And then we'll go back up, we'll get that ability at the top, and we'll keep going either to the right or keep going up. I guess we'll see. Sword, that goes off magic damage, huh? Magic, and you already have a fist. You don't need to improve fist. I'd like the karate chopping last time. You do star. We do have some star. Let's go for this right now. I don't think we're going to hit any green, like, range shuriken nodes particularly soon. Maybe not at all. I think there's more, like, bottom left to start popping up. And I don't know if we're going to work down there, because I think I'm going to go towards the top right this time. but we might find some at some point. Every now and then we kind of hit different stuff like that. Oh, I was going to say, do I want to go this way? I think I kind of want to go this way, towards this chest. So I want to keep getting more, like, shoot all direction type stuff. Because, oh, I think, wait, did the karate chops shoot just in front of us, too? I didn't even know last time. I think that might be the case. Well, either way, we'll go a little crazy with it. I don't know exactly what the luck does. It might even... It might be crit chance. I think it's not, though. I think maybe it, like, impacts how much stuff you draw, how much XP drops, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure on literally anything, to be fair, because I don't know. But that's kind of the fun of it, is just, like, give it your best guess. At the very least, it can't hurt you, right? Anything you pick up like that is only going to help, so that's nice to know. Even, like, the rockets or the boulder would be kind of sick. This looks really cool. Just an actual rocket launcher? Where's that shooting? I'm trying to see. I can't tell for sure. You want to go up? Let's go to the top right here. Look at this. There's like sword, +5 sword goes into rock inside sword that is also moving respectfully and all that. Yeah, sure. Oh, I didn't really want to buy that particularly, but it's fine. I wanted to go just up and buy this stuff. But let's loop back around and get all this XP we missed anyways, and then come back up here. I kind of wanted to get more defense, and especially like band-aids on this run. Band-aid nodes, I should say. But then we kind of didn't pass as many as I thought we were going to pass coming up here. I thought we were going to pass way more. But whatever we're doing, I feel like is working decently, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. We can go this way and get more of these purple arrows, which does something. I feel like the AoE on that attack right there, the big chompers, is bigger than it shows. Like, I think they come out and you think it's just that little thing there, but I feel like they engross more than they lead on. Okay, so this is like get more of the purple arrows with the more XP that we pick up. Okay, that sounds good to me. I was kind of trying to walk through this with all my chompers were active there, so I could pick all this up. So again, I don't know exactly what the chompers do, but there's another chest right there anyways, so at the very least, you know, yeah, we can't go wrong with it, whatever the chompers are doing. I think this is going to be a good game when it comes full release, and hopefully it gets some good eyes on it, and some, you know, bigger content creators play it, I hope, because it definitely deserves it. And what I mean is, I want to get a community behind it that comes in and realizes and learns exactly what all these things mean, so then I can learn it, and then I can play the game and know exactly what I'm picking up. A little bomb. Yes, definitely the boulder. This is more like AoE, and it shoots kind of everywhere. That's what I'm lacking right now, so that's what I'm trying to pick up. And then we can keep pushing up. I guess I don't see why not. Some dodge chance up here, which I'm pretty certain the little 13, you know what I'm standing on right there? Pretty certain that's dodge chance. I think we figured that one out last time, because, you know, we were dodging. We had that stat built up pretty high. We were dodging quite a bit on the assassin when we were doing that run. So I was like, pretty sure I figured that one out. So, you know, I'm not completely useless when it comes to figuring out what the heck these things do. I'm doing some kind of detective work. And the detective work, what I mean by that is walking into enemies and getting smacked in the face, but then having a little sound effect go off and seeing it go with the little 13 symbol and me going, ah, looks as though that might be dodge chance. And that's kind of how I figure things out. But look at this. Band-aids are up here, which is perfect. That's what I wanted more of. And another chest. I was going to say, there's no way I have enough for another chest until I get some more XP here. So I'm trying to get the chomper up if I can. There's a bunch of XP here. We'll walk through all of this, try to loop back around, get that chest, and see if I can keep pushing on from there. There's only 5 minutes left in this run. I wonder if they're going to have bosses in full release, or if it's always just 15 minutes, beat the run, and it just gets harder with, like, higher difficulties. I'm not quite sure, but I could see either working very easily. More drones? Are the drones going that crazy? I can't tell. I don't think any of these are going that nuts. I do like you. Let's do the karate chop. I feel like it works pretty well. It seems like a good ability. Do I want magic damage? Like, not particularly. It doesn't seem like the biggest thing I'm building towards. This seems like more like fire damage and stuff up here. So maybe this is when we do kind of double back and go back where we came from and figure out what else we can get going on. I mean, I can walk back down while grabbing these bandages, and then we can build to the left, perhaps? There's more like arrow there. Okay, whatever's going on is going on. I feel like as I pick up this XP, I am hitting harder or faster or something because of that ability we got earlier. That was like picking up XP goes into whatever the purple arrows are. So I'm kind of just doubling back and grabbing all of that, and then we can come down here and grab this chest in a second and keep leveling this stuff up. Maybe I'll even level up my chompers. I feel like it's a really cool ability, and the damage on it needs to be high enough to where I can keep walking through these enemies, but at the same time, I feel like it takes too long to go off. Okay, I keep running against people. I need to stop doing that. Even, I can't really tell what these guys are doing. Are these life-stealing for me? Maybe. Is this even working well for me? I can't tell. Like, genuinely, it's tough to kind of tell what's hitting where. Like, where is that? Oh, is that rocket shooting out, like, bouncing stuff? Oh, maybe it is. It looks kind of cool if that's what that is. I think I'm gonna move. Oh, I did not need to get there. Downwards here? We were down here earlier. What else do we got here? Maybe we get more of everything going on. Trying to see if there's any other, like, okay. Brother, let's go down this path and see where we can reach down here, because I feel like, okay, here we go. We can buff up our other types of damage with our physical damage. So I feel like we have a pretty good amount of that stat, so that seems like the proper thing to do. But first I need to not get hit in the coochie tank, which is a tank where I keep my coochie. That's true. Now you figured that one out. But I mean, I was told in health class in middle school that all men have a coochie tank. So unless I was led astray, I mean, I did go to middle school like in a dumpster behind a Burger King, but not because of anything nefarious. That's just where the school district sent me every day. You know, I got on the bus like every other kid, and they said, okay, you're going to school, and I'd walk in, and that's where it was, and I didn't really question it, because if you think about it, the public school system has never failed anybody in America. Honestly, I don't think it's possible to, because it's just such a good, well-made system. How could it not just be the best? Okay, whatever I did there, just smack those guys up. I'm going to pick up all this XP. I'm just going to run through it. It might take some damage, but I feel like it's the time to get a bunch of XP and then beeline it towards this chest, perhaps, if I can. But I don't want to take a bunch of damage just to get this next node. I've been waiting for the, there you go, the chompers to go like that. Dude, the chompers are sick. You got to be honest. It's like the jaws of life. Like I'm saving someone's life as a firefighter. And I would be a sexy firefighter, don't get me wrong. This is a bunch of XP. We're not just going to leave this on the ground for no reason. But I have definitely a few levels at least, but I can't get up to these nodes to unlock them. Is the kind of the problem that you run into in these late parts. I was good dodging of this game very often. You know what I would love to see? A stat where I could shrink my hitbox. Like you could shrink your guy, which would be maybe a little OP on the other characters that already start small. But oh my god, that guy just got like punched to the side, and I got really scared that he was gonna fly into me. I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of bricko. It would just go really nuts with it. We only have 42 seconds left, but I want to see if I can get something even more leveled up here. Should do more karate chop. I feel like karate chop's going kind of crazy for us. Blessed be thy choppers. And we'll just keep walking up here. I mean, I feel like... Okay, we're not at XP there. That's fine. I know we left XP back here. One thing I do like to see in these kind of games is XP consolidation, where when you leave a bunch of XP on the ground, it just turns into bigger clumps of XP. Like it turns into one big piece of XP, which is like 50 little XPs grouped up into it. And it helps with performance of the game, first of all, because it's not all this stuff on the ground. Because usually a game like this is keeping all that information. It knows it's all on the ground. And we could walk back to our starting node, and if we left XP there, it would be there. And it's like, not great. That can really harbor a game's ability to run well. But it also helps you just get all that XP when it goes into one big chunk, and you can just pick it up. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. But there we go. Let's go ahead. We'll do the... oh, look at all that. Yeah, like that's just so much fun how you can go up, do these different parts, and we started reaching sort of like the magical damage part here, so we cooked it back down, kept going through here. It's just such a cool thing to do. If you want to do more of like the range damage with this guy, we could have done that as well. I mean, it's like now you can go in and see all the different stuff that you can unlock, and it's like maybe I want to get some more basic damage, get that bear trap unlocked. Maybe I want to get some more attack speed, which maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know exactly what nodes I should be getting, but it doesn't really matter. I just want to kind of place those before we exit this video out. I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see the game before release, let me know in the comments, because I'd be interested in go ahead and snagging it and playing several runs of this, maybe making it kind of a daily series along with the regular daily videos. If you guys would be interested in that at all, you let me know down there in those comments, or join the Discord server so you can tell me there. Make sure you check out all my links in the description, and hit that subscribe and that like button, because it really goes a long way for a small creator. But that is going to do it for me today, so as always, have a great day.